adults. So I use this primarily for my children because every child has their own love language, just like us. But when you are under 5 years old, these five languages, they will have to get it every day. Wait, what is that? Is somebody singing or something? Okay, right. So can you hear that?
I think it's from Mas Ebe.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. So
Back
okay.
sound.
Oh yes. Yeah, so it's like my second daughter, she's so into physical touch in the form of being carried. Did it? She's into, being carried. Digendong banget. And and also she's so into act of service. She wants us to do everything for her. I was so desperate about her because I mean, like she's 3 years old. I was expecting her to be a little bit more independent, but she's not like that. And so, but then it turns out that she's still under 5, and it's still very normal. So I changed my, perspective about it, and it works way much better. We can communicate better and stuff like that. Anyway, I hope I didn't make you.
No. All good. I
Okay,
understand.
right. Stuff like that, and also Hanif, and where was it? What have you been learning lately that has given an impact in your life? Mine is just that one. And also, what are you currently reading? Did you have a morning routine? So I used did. So I'm not asking about your current morning routines. Did you have morning routines probably when you were young, or probably when you were at school, or probably when you were a kid? So I specifically picked did you have a morning routine? And what was your favorite subject in school or favorite teacher? And do you collect anything? What was the last movie you watched? So what do you think about picking? Okay, right, must take permission to share. Oh my god.
So we should answer our question.
No. What about three
Quick
questions?
question. Okay.
Picking three questions randomly, it's up to you. What do you think about it? Is that too much?
No,
I
all
think
good.
it's too much. I think it's too much.
Oh, is it? Okay, what do you think about? So, how many questions do you suggest, Masebe?
I think two it's enough because I don't think for us it's quite enjoy to trying something.
Okay, right.
It's,
Probably
it's not,
two.
not not easy for us, but I think so.
Okay, right. What about two or three questions? So you may pick. It's either two or three questions. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, maybe three, I guess.
Okay, so you can pick two or three. It's up to you. Okay.
Okay.
Right. What else? Cut that. That's okay. Wait a second. So, Mas Hanif, Mas Ilham, can you still read the passage in the chat box? No, not
Nope.
passage, questions.
Nope.
No, okay, I'm going to copy that here.
Okay.
Kata, no, kata. So,
Put it in. Oh, okay.
okay, right.
Oh.
Okay, you can read them first. And we're supposed to take two or three questions randomly.
Love language? What is it? What is love language?
Something about love.
Yeah. Yeah, but how we call our spouse or something like that, or what?
This is Mariati uh, just said before, so you can try to answer.
Okay, okay, okay. Hmm. Or
The note is running, but on my screen.
so, who is the first person want to uh, answer the question?
Let's wait. This is Maria
Okay, okay.
because I think she have a problem with connection.
Hmm, maybe just problem with her child.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Anyway, my name is Ketut.
Oh yeah,
Hello, Mas
yeah.
Ketut.
Nice to meet
Hello,
you,
Mas
Mr. Ketut.
Ketut.
Where you from?
I'm from Bali.
Oh, and
You,
you living in Bali?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, are you uh, Mr. Eco friend?
Yes, I'm Mr. Eco Friend.
Oh, you are the old teams
Yeah.
in remote worker.
No, I joined like 1 year ago
Okay.
and never joined the meeting again. I
All right.
just forget today and I don't turn on my Discord,
Okay.
so I
I
always miss the meeting.
Eco. Okay. You have been busy, I think.
Ah, right. Thank you. My microphone is muted. Right. Is it now okay? I forgot. Thank you, Masalam. So they are the five love languages, words of affirmation, and quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. So I learned about it for children actually, but it also applies to adults. So if
Oh.
it's not so very convenient for you to talk about what is your love languages, you can probably talk about your children. So you can analyze them actually. So it will help us deal with them at home because it does help me a lot, especially with my second child. She is so well. So, well, anyway.
Hmm.
Okay, right. Who wants to go first? Is there anyone here?
Let's me the first one. Pertama.
Okay, Mas Ketut, right. So please pick 2 or 3 questions and answer them. And after that, please pick the next person after you.
Okay, so the first question is: did you have morning routine? Yes, I have morning routine. Like just
I have or
checking.
I had?
I have.
I have, not I had. So you were talking about the current condition.
Maybe I had. Sorry.
Okay, right.
I had just like checking emails
Mm-hmm.
from Upwork and some progress on Upwork. Just that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And next question: uh, what was your favorite subject in school? I think it will be art. Art, art study
Mm-hmm.
because it's like uh, my hobby.
Your
So
passion too.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. My favorite teacher is mathematics teacher
Hmm.
because he always uh, keep people when the student bad thing
He always what?
hit the student.
Hit.
Yeah.
And you like him because he hit his students.
Because the student did bad action.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Like being naughty or about the subject.
Sorry, second.
So he would hit the students because the student was naughty, doing something bad, or because he did bad at math.
Just not doing bad things, just like smoking
Right.
and going out school, just like that.
Right. Okay, get
Yeah.
it. So, okay, right.
So my last question is, what was the last movie you watched?
Mm-hmm. What was
So
it?
I watched Mulan movie. You know?
I haven't watched that, but I have seen the
Yeah,
how do you call it? Not the trailer. I just saw the picture of Mulan.
yeah.
Yes.
You can watch it because it have a good cast,
Mm-hmm.
just like Jet Li and I forget the two famous people. It's try to watch it. It's good movie. You can watch it with your kids.
With your kids, I mean, like, is it safe? I mean, safe in a way that safe for children.
Yeah,
Sometimes they fight, and
yeah. Sometimes they just fight, but I think it's good for kids. I don't
uh,
know,
kids. How old do you recommend? I'm like, kids. They have all ages.
maybe 10.
Okay, 10. So my kids are out of
Okay,
this. Yes, people say it's a good movie,
yes,
but that's why I tried to find it, but I haven't watched the movie.
yeah.
So from 1 to 10, how would you score it?
I think is 7.
7.
Yeah,
All right.
About
Any
romance in Mulan, is it safe for children? Like,
I
is
think
there any,
yeah.
they are Hollywood things?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
Ah. What? How about it, Mr. Ketut?
no.
I think I think no.
Is it not safe?
And you recommended it for children?
Because it's like a family movie.
Yes.
And it will be awkward if our mom suddenly has us in the back behind
you
us,
mean
and
you mean
you know,
your wife or your
yeah. Maybe for Mas Ilham, his mother or his father suddenly, hey, what do you watch?
Really?
I always watch a movie in my room, so my mother will not in my bed.
Nice.
I guess you locked the door.
Of course, of course.
Right.
Anyway,
Right. So about the routines, Musketeer, you always check emails and also the progress at Upwork.
Yeah.
I guess that is your current
Shop.
routines, right?
No, I have mentor. So
You have
yeah, after I have checked the emails,
Mhm.
so I go to work to the office. So I can check in office because my boss will see it.
Oh,
But
right. Okay. Wait a sec. I mean, what I'm asking you is that this is your now routines. I mean, when I mentioned the date, did you have a morning routine? It means you no longer do it anymore. Do you still check your email in the morning at the moment? I mean, like every day this time?
yes, every day.
Right. So this is, it should be, do you have a morning routine? Do you get what I'm actually talking about? I'm actually talking about the difference between do you have a morning routines and also did you have a morning routines?
Okay, okay. I know now.
So when did you have a morning routine is like, for example, when I was in junior high
Yeah,
school,
yeah.
yes, I had this routines and stuff like that. So this, you were telling us about your current routines, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, right. Okay.
I think this is trap question.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. I was just, it's going to help us understand
Yeah.
better a little bit. It's not so very, how do you call it? It's not so,
I'm just
it's not.
joking.
Okay, right. Kata. Okay, is there any question for Muscadet? Yes. What do you want to drink? Okay. Yes. Excuse me?
No.
No, is there any question for Muscadet, everyone? You are free to ask him any questions you want. Right, Muscadet?
Yeah, come on, ask me question, please.
Maybe
Okay, right.
later. Maybe later.
Why not
Okay.
now?
So
Right.
about working at the Upwork, it's out of the topic, by the way.
Mhm.
I want to know about the working in the Upwork. How many years you doing that, Miss Nakatut?
Have you been doing that? Have you been working at Upwork? Is it like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm, right. One and a half.
Job you get from Upwork.
Uh, now I'm just backstreet, backstreet.
Excuse
No,
me.
I'm just now backstreet. Backstreet. This so the client send me the job with no Upwork, so I will
Uh,
apply with no Upwork instead.
so you were working outside of Upwork
Yeah,
platform. Okay, right.
yeah, because I have a client, so
Mhm.
they pick this. Let's do this on out of
Outside.
Upwork.
Okay,
Yeah,
right. Why do you think they want to be outside of Upwork to pay or something?
yeah,
When
maybe about the tax,
oh, right, okay.
but I still have some work at Upwork just for
Mhm.
balancing, like
No.
no.
Yes, I don't know.
I mean, I keep get some project in Upwork, so my account will not be banned. It's like
All right. So you are going to be banned if you don't have any project from Upwork. Is it like that?
yes,
And
if
for
you
how many? For how many? Like, what about the duration? I mean, like,
2 months, two
if you don't
months,
2 months, if you
two
have
months.
no jobs
Yeah, if
from
you
Upwork
not,
in 2 months, you are going to be banned.
yeah, if you not member plus.
Oh, right. Somebody must, I think Mas asked about it the other day about, am I going to be banned again? And Mas Eko said, no, if you were a member plus something. Is it that one?
Yeah.
Oh, right. So if you are a plus member, you were not going to get banned no matter what.
Yeah, but you need to pay in every month.
And how much do you have to pay for that?
I think like I don't know. I forget. Anyone
Uh,
know about the price? Let me Google it.
Okay. I think it's $20 something, if I'm not mistaken. If I
Yes.
remember it correctly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
$20. That's going to be about 300,000 rupees, right?
Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Is there any other questions for Maskatut?
Come on, everyone.
So you are not active in the Upwork. Just make sure your account banned.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And what do you do in your everyday? Like, what do you work? Are you programmer?
Oh, I'm a designer.
Sorry.
I'm designer.
Oh, designer. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I create like architecture, like building.
Wow,
Hmm.
nice.
Oh, you're an architect or a designer, actually.
Yeah, I just
Yeah. What?
learn from Google.
Oh, nice.
Right.
My best, my I'm college is IT. I'm from IT.
IT.
Yeah, I'm surgeon of computer.
Okay. Right. Okay. Anyone wants to ask Maskatut any other questions?
Maybe I have a question for Mas Ketut.
Okay, please.
Yes, my
Um,
member.
do you usually check your email only in the morning or in another time, like in the evening, or only just in the morning?
Only in the morning. So
Hmm.
and you know the job. So after after I'm back from the office, I will
Uh,
start the progress.
but what if your client email send you an email in the afternoon and then you not check it right away?
My client doesn't tell me, because time zone is different.
Yes.
I
They
see.
will email me like this time or at the uh, in the morning. Yeah.
So your client and you have like know each other when to send email, something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I see. I see. Nice.
Sometimes my client message me on WhatsApp. So
That's faster.
yeah.
Pardon? I
That's
can't hear you,
faster.
sir.
That's
Sometimes
faster.
my client get me from WhatsApp.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah. What's up? I see. I see. Interesting.
The key is you need to get the old client so they will trust you. So we as you, I guess.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hmm. Right. Is there any tips or something when somebody wants to ask you to work outside of Upwork platform? I mean, because we don't know them, and I think somebody had a problem the other day about, so she worked with somebody and she got paid a certain amount of money, and
Yeah.
after that she was asked to do something else outside of Upwork, or I don't remember if it was outside or it's still in the Upwork, and she didn't get paid
Yeah.
the same
So
amount of money. Yes.
this is not recommend for upper member. This is so dangerous. So do your risk. Don't follow my my
Path.
and follow my
All right.
Right.
so Echo will recommend to work on a form besides that
Mm,
because it's safe,
Mhm.
you know,
yeah.
Because it's what?
more safe.
Oh, safer.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Yes, it's safer. Okay, right. Hello, Mas Fauzi.
Trial version.
Oh wait.
Oh, good.
What?
Another
Trial version.
Okay, right. I'm just going to copy the topic so he can access them. Right. So, is there any other questions for Mas Ketut?
Okay, close. So next one.
Okay, right. Mas Ketut, would you like to pick the next person, please?
um, Mr. Echo. Can I pick Mr. Echo?
He
I'm afraid
normally
no.
doesn't. Yes, he doesn't join the discussion.
Oh no. Okay.
He's like having a sit in. Right. So,
Okay, Mas Ilham, your turn now.
okay, right.
I thought it will be Mas Hanif.
I remember your voice. I remember your voice.
Yeah, it's been a long time, when the meeting moved on the Sunday, you not coming up.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Right. So, Mas
It's okay.
Mas Hanif, not Mas Ilham, you were supposed to pick 2 or 3 questions. It's
Mhm.
up to you. You may pick them randomly.
Okay. I think I first choose the bad news first, I guess.
Okay. The bad
But
news or sad news?
bad.
Okay. Right.
But I think I don't know the legitimate of this news because I got this news from the forum, not from the news
Right.
website.
Okay.
The bad news is I think. Wait, what is the difference of the bad news and the sad news?
Bad news and sad news. Bad is not always sad, right? I mean, like, that depends. Wait, it's. Can anyone help us with this
It is.
terms,
I think it
please?
is about the perspective you want to
Yes.
say it about. It is bad or it is sad for you. It's just a perspective.
This is not sad for me, but I think this is sad for the people in the area that has the bad news.
Right.
Okay, right. Just tell
So
us what
I
bad news is.
I read this post on the forum, like the mountain in the Italia is having an eruption this morning or yesterday,
All right.
and then the scale I think it's big enough. So
Oh,
I don't know. I just read it the title and then see the images and then read the post.
okay.
And then the second one is what are your morning routine. I have a
Mhm.
morning routine almost every day if I'm not really sleepy. I
Okay.
usually doing a meditation in the
Oh,
morning.
yoga.
I don't know. I think it's not a yoga, it's just meditation for breathing and then
Okay.
what to say? Present moment, knowing your present moment.
Knowing your present moment. Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds interesting. Okay.
Yeah. That's one. I usually do it in the 5 o'clock or 5:10 or five. What is 5 past 10? Yeah. 5 past 10 in the
5 past 10.
morning. Yeah.
5 past 10. I'm like 10, 5 in the morning. I'm like,
5.10.
uh-huh. Oh,
5
5:10.
lebih 10. Yeah.
Okay, 5:10 in the morning. Okay.
Yeah, 5:10 in the morning. Because why I choose that time? Because the weather is still nice and still cold, not like in the evening or in the afternoon. That usually
Mhm.
the weather is hot in my room.
Right.
And then the third one is, what are you currently reading? I have this book in my ebook in the Google Play Store, and then I purchased it a long time ago. Purchased
Purchased it. Oh.
purchased it, yeah, because the book is from what you got, from outside Indonesia,
Okay.
but I found the Indonesian version in Google book,
You
and
found the Indonesian version.
yeah, and the digital one is more cheaper than the printed one, so I just bought it.
Oh,
the
right.
the book is called Atomic Habits, if you know it.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably have atomic habits.
Maybe, yeah, I think it's good to know about a habit or how to improve it. And then if you have a bad habit that you want to remove, the book is actually it help really enough. Help enough. How do you call it?
It's helpful. Yeah, it's helpful. It's
Oh yeah,
helpful.
it's helpful. Yeah, it's helpful. Okay, that's it. Maybe I can answer your question, if any, for the second and the third one, because the first one is I just read it for the title and then don't read in the article fully.
Okay, right. So,
Any question
is
for
there
me?
anyone wants to ask Masil how many questions?
If the book is that really that good, Mr. Ilham, is what the book is, the content of the book. What's the content?
The content is like how make your life. Oh, wait a minute. It's more like how to create a habit and then how to improve it if you already have one. And then if you have a bad habit like you want to remove, you can read it too.
Hmm.
Right. Nice.
Sounds
May
that
I give
everybody
you
needs that.
one? Pardon? Miss Mariati?
Yes, I think you were asking Mas Hanif. No.
No, no, no. Okay,
Yeah, I
maybe.
mean about the book. I think everybody needs that.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
really recommended for other people because I know this book from another article that I read or podcast, I guess. I don't know. Maybe from the YouTube
Mm.
video.
So it's actually the original version is in English, and you found the Indonesian version. Is it like that?
Yeah, because if I read it in English version, I guess
Confused.
it's still hard to me to understand what is the meaning of the book.
Okay, right. And so you said that it's way more cheaper. And how cheaper is it compared to the printed one?
The English one or Indonesian? I guess if you bought it in printed in English version,
Version?
I guess it's 300,000 rupiah, I guess, or
$20.
yeah, $20. I bought it from the Google Play Store more or is 5 or 6. I don't know.
Oh,
Like
that's the Indonesian version or the English version?
Indonesian version in Google Play Store.
What about the English version in Google Play Store? Is it available?
I guess it's available, but I don't. I forget how much it is, but I guess it's
Right.
more cheaper, 20%, I guess.
Oh, 20% only. Okay, that's
Yeah.
okay. So when you when you buy a
Mhm.
book online, online,
Mhm.
so you will have an access to the book like forever. Is it like that, or
Yep.
so
Uh,
it's not
huh?
limited by time?
No, it's not. It's the book. It's yours, but you can't. Uh, 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 what is
Copy it
naming
and
them can?
distribute it.
Yeah.
Is it possible to
Copy.
share
No,
it?
it's
Is
not.
it's not possible to share it because sometimes we
Yeah.
share PDFs books right to people,
Yeah.
so
But
it's
it's
not
not.
possible to do that.
Yeah, it's not possible to distribute to people. If you want to do that, you must give another person your email or password for that
Oh,
account.
so to access the books from your phone.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, and maybe you can share it, but not in illegal like with a legal way.
Oh,
Because
right. You have found the illegal way.
I think there is a way. If you
Yeah.
find it, you will find a way to do it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know, but
right.
if you found in oh I don't know. I guess I have the English version in
What is
PDF. I guess.
that thing?
Oh,
About the content of the book, I think the big challenge of uh, something you want to become a habit or remove your bad habit
mhm.
is about keep your spirit to do it. Is it?
No, it's not like that. It's not about that spirit. So I guess it's have the power of as the spirit. Wait a minute. The percentage the percentage of spirit or your will, I guess, it's
Yeah.
not that high.
No?
Oh, really? So is it
Yeah,
easy to
yeah.
follow?
If you, I think yeah, it's easy to follow because one of the thing that I read is like if you have a habit that you want to improve
Remove? Oh,
or
improve.
yeah, it's okay. Improve or remove it. So let's
Mhm.
say remove. Okay. Um, if you want to remove something, you just need to hide it. Like if
To hide
I
it.
yeah if but let me think for this. If I have a bad habit in smoking, I don't have it. I don't have it. But if I
Okay,
have,
it's okay if you do. Okay.
I have
just,
that
just
habit.
for disclaimer, my mother may be me.
Okay.
Okay, you just need to hide the the cigarette.
Cigarettes.
Yeah, so that you you
Right.
you not see it, and if you and the what is kebalikan in English?
And the vice versa. The vice
Yeah,
versa. I'm going to
in
type
the
it vice versa. And
vice
the vice
versa.
versa. And vice versa.
Kebalikan.
Yes. And vice
Oh,
versa. That's the
and
opposite.
and the opposite. I think. And the opposite, if you want to improve your habit, you must
Mhm.
show it really clear what when or what is you want to improve. Like if I want to draw something, I need to place my drawing book at the place that I can see, and
Right.
then yeah, it's easy to follow, right? You know what I
Yes.
mean? Yeah. And then one more thing that I remember is every activity is always uh, uh, every activity is better to always have one room. I mean the room.
Oh,
Uh,
it's specifically designed for that, for
yeah,
drawing, for reading, for
yeah.
watching something. For so you will need a really big house, okay?
No, no. For the room, yeah, I think at first I need a big house, but
Mhm.
when I read it more, oh, it's not about it. Like the example of the book said that one friend of the writer
Mm.
have one laptop for writing and then one tablet for
Okay, that's almost the same.
reading.
Okay,
But I mean,
that's a device. Okay.
yeah. I mean, yeah, you need what? You need one room. I guess it can be imaginary room or something like that to
Okay.
one your habit.
Not always about room. It's just a place. I think you place it like writing. You place it in your phone, and you
Okay. Right.
Yeah,
code
yeah.
in
That's what I.
the laptop. And when
Mm.
you want to watch or study something, maybe in your television, just one things for one purpose. I think it's
Yeah,
like.
yeah. Right. Yeah, that's what I mean. The place.
And
Huh?
and what makes you become the habit is you place it in the place you can reach it. Like if you want to work out every morning, you must put maybe barbell or something for you. When you open your eyes and there's a barbell, uh,
In
uh,
front of you.
not in front, maybe beside you.
Okay.
Okay.
And you when after you open your eyes and you do some workout, maybe
Mm.
something like that, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's right. That's right. That is another trick and can
Maybe if I want to um, learn about this programming language, maybe you have your computer on and you put it in beside you, and when you open your eyes, I must learn it. I must learn it.
maybe you can just place your laptop in your beside your bedroom, not turn it on because your eyes will be hurt. You know.
Okay.
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 Okay. So any
I have yes. Is there any other questions for Mas Ham? Anyone?
beside the book, I have a morning routine. If you want, yeah. If any question, if not have,
I do have about. I have a question about it about your morning meditation. Since when have you been doing that? And
oh,
for how long do you normally do that? Did you tell us about 10 minutes?
yeah,
Okay, 10
10 minutes.
minutes meditation. Since when have you been doing this morning meditation? And how
So,
does it affect your life
okay,
during the day?
nice question. Nice question. I have doing this routine more or less 1 year, I guess,
Hmm.
1 year, and then I do it sometimes 10 minutes if I have the time, and if I rush it, maybe for 5 or 3.
3 hours is enough. No, 3 minutes is enough.
Yeah, it's enough just
Wow.
to clear my mind because sometimes you have a graphic that you want it so much and then you just don't want it, right? If even
Mhm.
though it's an habit, right?
Okay.
Mm. So this is for me. Um, this is really helped me in these days because when the first COVID in Indonesia, it's
Mhm.
really struck me, yeah, hit me mentally
Mhm.
because it really made me worried, like what the hell, where should I go, like something like that.
Yeah,
And
I thought it didn't matter for you because you never enjoy going out anyway. So I thought it's
you
fine,
know,
normal for
but
you.
but my parent is God, right?
All right. Yes. Okay.
And something like that. And then how it affect me is more or less make me what you call it,
Calm.
yeah,
Calm.
calm, and then you can really have a nice breathing, like when you suddenly angry, you breathe, and then your angry is calm.
Oh, that
I
is
yeah, it's not that easy. I need 1 year for
to practice. Okay.
yeah,
Right.
it's practice.
Sleeping
And
What?
also, right?
uh,
Sleeping also meditation, right?
yeah, sleeping is also meditation. But oh,
Sounds
I
like yoga to me.
sometimes I do the meditation before sleeping at night. If I
Mm.
have really bad day, I guess, or my thought is really full, I do the meditation. It really
So
helps me.
sometimes you do it twice a day, sometimes once a day. Is it like that?
Yeah.
So you can get more chakra.
Um,
So you can get more chakra.
Oh my god. I can do the Rasengan, I guess.
I want to say that, bro.
Miss Mariati don't know what we are talking about.
No, I don't.
It's a cartoon thing.
Okay, right. It sounds like power to me.
Yeah, more or less
Like,
like a power, inner power that come up, and then you can use kill and then hurt your
okay,
enemies.
Okay,
okay,
okay.
right.
Enough.
Sorry.
Oh,
Uh,
wait a second. Oh, yes.
oh,
Is there any question for Masilham related to his morning routines or books again?
no.
No. What? How? I mean, what made you? Wait a second. I mean, what made you start this meditation? I mean, you cannot simply start something without a prayer or something to happen, right? I'm like probably like when you told us about the book, you actually listened to a podcast and then you know about the book and then you started to find it and what about this meditation? How did you get to know to this kind of meditation thing?
Oh yeah. For me, because I like to try application for Google Play Store, I like to download it and try the application and then uninstall it. Uh, uh, at uh, at what you call it, at that time, I go to the uh, improvement or live category in Google Play Store, and then I
Right.
found the application. If you
So you were.
want,
Mhm.
hmm, if you want to try it, it's called Medito. M
Medi
to M
two,
E
Medito.
Medito.
Oh, Medito.
Medito.
Mm.
It's like voice. He has a voice instructor, and then you just shut your eyes and then listening the instructor.
Oh,
It's really easy if you want to try it. Yes, go on.
Yes, it sounds easy. It's just my children are going to ask me, "What are you doing?" Okay, okay, right. Oh, so you really did try to find something related to this kind of thing at Google Play Store, and you found it, and then you started to try it, and it's been a year.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So, okay, right. So, is there any other questions for Masilha, or should we move to the next person?
I guess we should move to another person, I guess.
Okay, right. So, would you like to pick the person, Masilha?
Okay, Mas Hanif.
Yeah, it must be me. I know.
Okay, right. Mas Hanif, please pick three. Wait a second. Somebody was coming. Kinan, Mas Kinan.
Hello.
Is this a must or? So we are discussing this 10 questions. You were supposed to pick 2 or 3 questions. It's up to you. You pick your own questions and then you answer your own questions. And after that, you are going to pick the next person to pick the questions again. This is what we are actually doing right now. Okay, right, Mas Hanif, would you like to pick the questions you want to answer, please?
I think I want to tell about why I talk about news. I want to ask the question about news because starting from Monday,
Mm-hmm.
I want to improve my listening skill.
Mm-hmm.
So I started to watching international program
Seminar programs, okay.
in English like and then I watch my in the past I really love this channel and I think it's a good channel to improve my English and the channel is NHK from Japan.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
right, H and
I
K.
really love the channel in the past, but I don't
In
have
the
the
past.
time for it and now I'm started again and I think when you uh, international programs for news or anything, it's really open your eyes. Like, wow, there is so many technology. What
In the
development
world.
improvement? Like, there is so many settings in the world, and yeah, that's why I want to talk about news. And this is
Mhm.
news. What the news? I think I some news I remember. It is about the Hikikomori, you know,
No.
Oh, I know. I know.
What is
uh,
that?
uh, from Japanese government said Hikikomori is about a person that um, mengurung, I know, mengurung in English,
Hi. Excuse me?
mengurung,
Morning? Morning, is it?
no,
More.
to
Mengurung diri.
Oh,
to
mengurung. Oh,
stay
to.
at his or her room
Shut in,
for
shut in.
5 months. For five
Mhm.
months, they are
I
not talking with another person than their parents.
like isolating themselves
Yeah, it's
at
letting them
home,
at
at
home,
home or at his room or her room.
at his room, uh, for m- uh, for
Months.
time? No, for almost all the time for a day he is in.
I mean, like, is it how he always spends his life every
I
day,
don't
or
know.
is it
I don't know
okay?
because there's so many cases why they do that. One is
Mhm.
bullying,
Bullying.
bullying,
Oh,
and
because of bullying.
sometimes about their parents to rude things, hit him or something like that.
Oh,
So
not
uh,
rude. It's harsh. Okay.
yeah, and in the program, in the story is about the man that become hikikomori for 30 years.
Wow.
For
Why and
30
why is
years,
that?
because his mother abused him.
Oh,
Because
Oh,
mother and entire his family is um, afraid with his mother, so there's no solution for it.
mm.
how did they find it out? I mean, like he's isolating himself. How did the HNK found it?
Yeah, and the story is like this, and because he isolated himself in his room, so he because he have a computer,
Oh,
and
right, of
he
course.
joined this organization, or maybe just a forum talking about for with another person, and then he founded like a Hikikomori organization. He founded the
Organization.
because there is so many Hikikomori in the world, and he found it, and he found the global Hikikomori organization that
Wow.
uh, that they like for Hikikomori, two Hikikomori, so they help each other about how hey what's your problem and what the solution for it. So
I
yeah,
see.
yeah, it's quite interesting program for me.
Oh, wow. Nice one.
Um,
Yes.
so that's one news, and another news about bullying in the world. There is so many bullying, like because the skin color, because
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
the hair, because they have some division in her body.
Mm-hmm.
mm,
That's quite sad. And the good the good one is how they overcome it. Like hey, I get friends. I met friends that really don't care about it, and so he or she what do you call it?
Doesn't
Over
mind about it. Doesn't mind about.
overcome about the bullying. They don't mind it.
Alright.
So that's about the news. I um, I watch
Right. Oh,
I watch news,
okay.
and
You
sometimes
watch that.
just hear it because I must do my work and I
Mhm.
still want to
Listen
hear listen the news.
to the. Okay, right.
So I want to answer about love language, but I don't really know what my love language.
Love
Maybe
language. It doesn't have. It doesn't have to be your love language. It could be your son's love language.
I
Oh,
don't really
wait, was.
I don't really know about how to confirm it. Which one is?
Uh, I, 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 I don't know either. For me myself, I don't think I can really confirm which one is my love language, but I can find my children's
Oh,
quite easily because yes, it's been um, how do you call it? We always fight. I mean, when we are at home, you interact with your family members, when children, when they have this kind of tantrum and stuff, and you will have questions in your mind. What's actually the problem? You have tried your best to please them. I mean, like, but still, it's they still cry, they still scream, and they still stuff like that. And when I got to know about these love languages, I finally knew that I love them the way they, I mean, the way I love them is not what they need, it's not what they want. Do you get what I mean? Because
yeah.
have they have different love languages. Everybody has a different love language, and after I know about it, I know what they need and what they want, and I can show I can manifest my love to them in a way that they want it, and it's way easier for us to interact right now. Like my second daughter that I told you before, she's so into physical touch in a way to
Oh,
be carried. She's now three. No, can I? Oh my god, 3 years old, 3.5 years old, I guess, three. And I expected her to be more independent because she's got a little sister too. She's a little bit different from my firstborn. My firstborn is so independent, and I was like, oh my god, what's actually happening? And it turns out that her love language is, physical touch. She wants me to carry her most of the time, and that's what she needs. When you were under 5, you need the 5 languages. I have copied that over there. When you were above 5 years old, you will need to find their most dominant love languages, and you can give that or those like once or twice a week. That will be enough. But when your children are under 5, you will have to give them ideally all of them every day. And yes, it's like that. And as for me myself, I don't know either what is my love language, but you can probably tell us about your children's love language. I think that's easier to find. My first one is quality time. She enjoys being read to, books. When she plays, she wants me to be there, accompanying her, and stuff like that. She likes quality time. Yes, that's the thing.
yeah. It's quite interesting because I have a son too. So I think I will try to find it about the love language for my child.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I will pick what I currently reading.
Okay.
For years, I think I always reading
Okay.
in
You told
English
us. Yes.
in English. So, but I'm not really um not really have a time for it. So I just maybe just 10 capture per days, just because
Oh,
I want to improve my English
10 chapters
for
every
day.
day. Every
Every day.
day.
Yeah.
10 chapters every day. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a lot for me because when I really want to read, maybe one 100 chapter, 200 chapter.
Chapters?
chapter or spec.
Is it chapter or pages?
Chapters. Chapters is around maybe 2,000 words, or I don't know. It's
Okay.
different for
Page.
for one novel is different.
Oh, right. Okay. One novel from the other will be
Wow.
different chapter. Okay.
Okay.
So that's it. Maybe if
Okay.
you have
Right.
any question or you want to go to the next person.
I have.
Yeah. Okay.
Patrick.
Oh, Mas. Oh, where do you watch the NHK? Where do you watch the NHK
Program.
program?
Oh,
Thank you for it.
they have a website for live streaming. So I watch it there because I can watch the television. Maybe it will disturb another person.
Oh, is there any like subtitle in English in the video?
Mm,
Or
I
not?
because I really want to improve my skill in listening, so
Huh?
I turn off the subtitles.
Oh, but there is one.
Sometimes
I
if
see.
the speaker speak Japanese, it must be
In English, it's a towel. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone?
Is there any more questions?
I want to ask also test. Anyone here?
Oh, Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So we read web novel.
There's so many sites for web novel, but I thought, where is I word it?
I would
Gallery.
with
Wuxiaword.com. It is a free
Sorry.
Wuxiaword.
Sorry.
Wuxiaword.com.
you can
So,
probably type this.
okay. It is just
WordPress.
one website because there's so many and they are aggregator website
Mhm.
for another site.
Oh, yeah, sure, sure. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you
Uh,
want a good novel, you can read it here. There is
web
so many,
novel. I guess the web novel one you should pay for reading the
Yeah,
novels.
yeah. And
Uh,
Wuxia Word
yeah.
had the caption that pay.
Oh right, so all
I
of
don't know
them.
how they do it. I really want to do it too.
Right. So yes, it's you were made to be very curious about some chapters, and then you were supposed to pay to keep reading. I heard
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
yeah. And there is so many websites that um,
Yeah.
aggregate. I don't know what's called the content and website. Sometimes you can find it in another site.
All right. About the how do you call it? The organization in Japan. Oh,
Yeah.
mas atamaste. How we okay? Do you still have any question for Mas Hanif?
No, no, enough for me. Thank you.
So right. So about the organization in Japan, Mas Hanif. It's not really like a community of those people doing self isolations uh, for a really long time in their life because they've got probably domestic problems, or is it's probably not because of domestic problem only, probably because of other problems, and they close their self from people, is it like that, and then they connect to people around the world having the same problem, and they discuss about it, and they try to support each other, is it
Yeah,
something like that?
yeah, yeah. It's
All
quite.
right.
I think it's quite interesting because um, one day my friend told me, "Hey, I have a friend that become hikikomori in Indonesia." Huh? In
Oh.
Indonesia?
No.
So yeah,
For your information, I'm not a Hikikomori. For your information. Just for your information.
Okay, Mas Hanif, thank you for confirming. Okay. All right. Yes, there is also this community in Indonesia, actually, Motherhood Indonesia, and yes, it reminds me of that because yes, I think it's more or less like that, but it's most of the members here are mothers, and so yes, mothers normally because yes, I read in the community in the group a lot of problems come up at home and stuff like that. I joined that because I had to. I wanted to join a webinar and I had to join that community. And yes, I read
and
stories over that.
and because you uh, tell about motherhood, I think there is a program in that's NHK2 about mother, and they have a place. I don't know, this organization has a place where the mother can be relaxed,
Can be what?
relax, like
Relax.
relaxation
Oh,
for a mother, for mother, like they uh, bring their children there, and there's some people, nice people that watch for your children, and you can relax
ah,
for sometimes, like you have time, mom. It's like it's quite
right.
quite 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 interesting program too.
But it's only in Japan, I guess.
Yeah, in
It's
Japan.
only in Japan. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be good to have a community around the world about it, like models. Anyway, any question for Mas Hanif, everyone?
I'm done.
Very interesting. I think you didn't really explain about the bullying actually, but that will be quite a lot. It's okay. Yes. See the bullying cases in Japan.
Many, because there's so many drama for being. I think there's many cases in Japan.
Hmm. What about Indonesia? Have you heard any story about it from your children? Because I'm actually afraid of sending my son to school. It's one of the reason I am afraid of. I know. I mean, like, it really depends on the children that school anyway. Okay. Do you have any stories or something, Miss Hanif?
I think it's enough. It's too long for me.
All right. Right. You want to pick the next person, please? Would you like to
Maybe
pick?
our young friend, Mr. Atamasite. Atamasite.
Hi. My real name is Aji. This is
Oh,
my
I see.
ally. This is my
okay.
ally email.
I think I want to talking like Japanese. Atamasite.
It's yeah. It looks fun. It's so fun. I will pick um good news maybe.
Okay.
Good news is I know this community because my lead asked me to improve my English skills. So I found Mas Eko posting about this live event, and I'm interested in, yeah, I join this conversation. It's for me it's good news.
Oh wow.
Anyway, thank you for Mas Eko and everyone in here.
Right. You're supposed to pick 2 or 3 questions.
Um, number number 10 maybe.
Yeah.
Last movie, maybe last series. I watched Prison Prison Break.
Wait.
Right.
Yeah, this
Prison Break.
series Netflix, classic Netflix series,
Is that a Hollywood movie?
and the and the last and the last one is number 6. I'm right now reading Make Book by Peter Levels. It's a book about create some software stuff by Peter Level. It's a legendary remote worker. Yeah, I think three question for and the answer for me.
Okay, right. About the movie, would you like to tell us about it a little bit
Um,
more?
A Prison Break is a classical series in Netflix. I just watched it, and the story is about the main character. The name is Michael. Michael, I forget the last name. Michael, and Michael have the brother. Have a brother. The brother name is Lincoln. Lincoln is punishment. Punishment with uh, with death punishment.
Oh,
Uh,
that's penalty.
yeah, death punishment. Uh, but actually, Lincoln is not the suspect. He is
Oh,
fitnah.
right.
He is fitnah. I don't know fitnah in English.
He's not guilty actually. Okay.
Yeah, and Michael tried to help to Lincoln um, uh, to break the prison. That's the
Oh,
story. I'm not watching the end of this series, but I still ongoing series.
oh. How many series are there?
There is any 5 season in every season. Let's say 13 or 16. I forget about.
Oh my god.
It's
Okay, that's
very
a lot.
long, very long,
And
long series. Yeah.
yes, apparently.
I
And you
think
are in what season at the moment?
I'm still in season 1, in episode 7 or 8. I just started.
Oh.
Yeah.
And one episode consists of how many hours? Lasts for how long?
I think 1 hours or yeah, around 1 hours in every episode.
Okay, right, that's a lot.
I think their Prison Break is really old. I think it's years ago.
Yeah.
uh, in RCTI maybe.
I've
Oh,
I'm a hardcore fan of Breaking Bad, so I'm always looking any other classical series, and I found Prison Break. I hope Prison Break have a quality like Breaking Bad. I just hope.
It's been years. I think I heard Prison Break,
Yeah,
and it has been 5 seasons. It's
yeah,
quite,
five seasons.
but not long like a Supernatural. Supernatural have 15 seasons.
Oh,
okay, that's a lot.
I love Supernatural, but just for the first first season, second season, and because I watch till 6 season, and I think it's enough.
is
Been too long.
Supernatural any in Netflix or an other streaming channels?
I don't. I never streaming in Netflix.
Oh,
Pirated.
Ah, honestly, I have this one storage piece,
oh,
like 1 terabyte or 500 gigabyte for it, like
Oh,
oh, I
Japanese
see.
drama, movie, uh,
oh,
sometimes Indian movie,
oh my God.
Indonesian, Korean. There's so many, but I don't know where I put it.
Oh my God.
Storage.
Anticlimax. So anticlimax.
Instead of Hollywood movie series, Mas Thomas atau Aji ya, Mas
Yeah,
Aji,
yeah.
Mas Aji.
Sorry.
Is that a Hollywood movie or series or Chinese or Korean or Japan?
I don't know. If I can recommend another reason, maybe everyone should watch Breaking Bad.
That.
Breaking Bad.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would like recommend the same thing as well for Breaking Bad.
Yeah, this is the best for me.
Breaking Bad. Is that also a series or
Yep,
is it?
Breaking Bad is series.
series. Yeah.
Oh,
Breaking what? Bad?
Breaking Bad. It's
Breaking Bad.
there at the
P-A-D?
platform.
It's
Oh.
Breaking Bad.
classical
Yes.
Breaking Bad.
Okay,
Think it-
right.
I think it's enough for me. Maybe next person. If there is no question here.
Is there anyone who wants to ask Mas Aji any questions?
Okay. Why?
Why you really like Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad is very good, entertaining series, yeah. And the other thing is Breaking Bad have some story like you have problem and you always solve it. Yeah, that is the
Oh,
mindset for every developer, for every tech talent need to have it.
Hmm.
I
Yeah, I could agree on that. Same thing that makes me like The Martian.
always problem. That is the vital.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sure.
Right.
And next
Is
is
there an
QDZN. I don't know what the real name is.
it's
You
must
can
be
call me
Zan.
Kizan.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, it's quite times after last time I joined this
Yeah.
Yes.
meeting. So how are you guys?
It's good after have some talk.
So how's should I answer everything or should I just pick one or few?
You're supposed to pick 2 or 3 questions randomly. It's up to you. You can pick questions you want from the list.
Okay, let me see. Favorite subject in school? My favorite subject is science.
Oh,
First science,
Oh.
Cool.
because with science we could comprehend how things work, how things made, and how we could solve problems. Of course, I do kind of like math, but math is just like a tool for me. I'm not supposed to do every calculation. I just need to understand the formula, and then I will need the machine to do that thing for me. I have to calculate it manually because it's just the way I am. I don't like doing math. I mean, like, I like doing artificial intelligence and implementing some algorithm, but I don't like doing it manually.
Okay,
yeah.
right.
So with
I think
science,
that's
that's the thing called standing behind the shoulder of the giants. So we could achieve more if we understand the fundamental platform from the other scientists, from existing knowledge. We could build something on top of it, just like any developers did these days. We don't have to manually code anything in assembly. We have C, and then someone else make C++, and then someone else make Python on top of it. So yeah, we could just stand behind the shoulders of the giant.
Oh, okay, nice one. Okay.
Anyone have question on that answer?
you were supposed to pick 2 or 3 questions first, and then we're going to ask you
Oh,
questions. Okay.
okay. So what is the next question? Do you collect anything?
What about your favorite teacher? You haven't mentioned it, I guess.
Oh,
Or
favorite teacher?
Mhm.
Here's the thing about me. Maybe it's some kind of I don't have so many favorite teacher, just a few of it. I do respect teacher that could really teach, that really have knowledge about the stuff that teach me.
Mhm.
And most of the time, teacher just someone working in school for the money, and they don't really care about the knowledge, and they don't really care about the teaching. So I don't respect teacher like that. So most of my favorite teachers are from science or math or physics. But there's a lot of teachers that I met in physics and math that know nothing. They only know the formula, and here's the formula, here's the problem, here's how you fix it, and do it again and again. They don't really teach us how to comprehend the formula. How do we get the formula? How do we solve the equation? So I don't respect teacher like that.
Okay.
And I really love teacher was in elementary, I guess. So instead of teaching us, he tried to grow, to groom our curiosity, so we would learn by ourselves. He accommodate our curiosity, and he trigger more and more, so we could dig deeper into this topic, into the subjects that we learn.
Wow, that's amazing. You still remember it.
And the last question is, What was the last movie you watched? I don't really remember. I watched a lot of movie lately, but basically, I like heist movie and something in a movie that people outsmart another people. I like that kind of movie. So last time I've been running out of heist movies, so I watched Man on the Ledge, and yeah, it's got some kind of heist movie, and there's a plot in it. There's a what's it called? People trying to divert the action and try to heist something, but instead on the twist they reverse the heist. Instead of taking things, they put things in it to prove that the man did not guilty. So yeah, I think that was the last movie. But mostly I just watch documentary movie. Lately I've been watching documentary about how Sumerian, how basically Arabic Empire fell. So and I just learned that Sriwijaya and Majapahit fell because of something, and the pattern is pretty much the same all the way to before Christ and after Christ. Everyone just ruling each other, and then even when we have one united nation, yeah, it's still called what's it called? Colonization. Yeah, I think the right word is colonization. Yep. Because the thing is, there's not a lot of smart people back then, and but we have to survive. We have to be prosper. So there's people would trust someone else to tell them what to do. So most of the people like to listen to their king, to their leader about what to do, but very least of them likes to be the leader. So I think that's basically all of the pattern from even since the ancient. So I think I answered 3 questions. Do you guys have anything to ask me?
I want to ask. Did you ever watch the Rise of Ottoman Empire? That is the documentary of Sultan Mehmed II from Turkey.
Yeah, I almost watched it, but I lost my interest because
Oh,
I don't know. Um, for me, if something it has anything to do with religion stuff, it feels like it tends to blur the history
Right.
no, no.
because
Actually, it's even it's about religion. The narasumber
Mhm.
of the movie is every narasumber is from academic person. So
Mhm.
actually, this is very natural documentary. This is not not much
Biased one.
religion. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might watch it sometimes, but right now not yet because last time I want to know something about Turkey's history.
Sure. I just
Mhm.
for you know.
Yeah, it's okay because I just happen to know that Turkey is some kind of the middle of the earth, like the center of every nation, because everyone keeps fighting to take over it. So yeah, it's kind of interesting history about Turkey.
Turkey is the center. I've never heard of that before.
What?
You just mentioned that Turkey is the center of the world
Yep,
because everybody is
because
fighting over it.
because the location is almost on the center of the world. That's all the way from Africa to China. So everyone would meet there in the middle to trade, to donate, to trade stuff, to trade art, knowledge, science, anything. So there's a saying in ancient era: if you want to conquer the world, you have to conquer the Turkey.
Hmm.
Back then, the name is not Turkey. So Yeah, that's why I think a lot of people keep fighting over the turkey.
All right.
Cool.
I think I want to ask you about your answer, favorite subject in school and favorite teacher.
Okay.
Since when you know about your favorite subject and you answer like that, like the math is just a tools. Is it from your high school or now or just now?
Uh, it's before I went to school actually.
Oh,
So my mom teach me how to read and how to count way before I'm going to school. So I already know how to read like 1 year or two before I'm going to elementary school. So
When you were 5 or 4.
yeah, maybe when I was 5 years old. So at that time, if we want to apply for a school, we have to at least 6 years.
Okay.
My mom convinced the teachers, convinced the school management to accept me because I already know how to count, I already know how to write and read, so they will not have any problem teaching me. So I kind of joining school very early, and during that time I found it so boring. Just I understand that other people need to learn how to read, how to count. So yeah, basically I just learned something else in the class.
Right, because you already know how to do it, and so everybody was learning that, and you wanted to learn something else.
Yeah, because sometimes the analogies not make sense to me. One day, teacher, I remember the very first day of my school, the teacher teach us to write one, and he said, "This is how you make fences. Just write one, 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 and there you have fences." But I don't think no, that's not fences. If you want to draw fences, use hash.
Right.
This is the correct.
I mean,
This is more proper symbol of fences.
you still remember
And I
that?
keep having trouble because that's the very first day of my childhood
Alive.
in
Yes.
school.
Yes.
So ever since then, I keep having trouble with the teacher because sometimes they
Right.
teach the wrong thing, sometimes they use the wrong analogy, so the other kids took it differently. The other kid learned different things other than the true meaning. So
I
I keep
see.
having trouble. I struggle to when I finally managed to make peace out of it. So yeah, this is just school. I just need some kind of diploma to continue to another school and then another same boring stuff. So that's pretty much my school. And what I like about the school is mostly because of the friends. That's it.
Yeah.
I like the
Studying part.
studying part
Teachers.
because because they often don't teach us anything.
Right. Uh, I, if I'm not mistaken, you were born and raised in Riau, right?
I was born in Medan, raised
Oh,
for
Medan,
a few years in Medan, and then after few years, I moved to Riau.
So your elementary school was in Riau.
My elementary school was actually three schools. So I moved a lot,
Right.
and I graduated elementary school in Riau.
Oh, right. Okay. So the memory you remember is actually from Medan. Okay,
Yeah.
right.
The first memory of Riau school, Riau elementary school, is everyone's bad in English. So when it comes into English class, I'm the one who joining with the teachers. Like they
Oh,
barely
right.
know words.
But it's only in elementary school, right?
What?
It's only in elementary school, right?
Yep, that's only in the elementary school. I thought I was I was going to higher school. Here's the thing I want to share with you guys. I don't know if someone else talk about it in their book already, but I like to call countryside person syndrome, maybe, because this thing, we always, in our perspective, we always see things like, oh, guys are working in the big cities are way better than me. There's no way for me to work there to compete with them. That's the thing that I experienced ever since my childhood. So during my elementary school, I thought, the school is boring, the knowledge is limited, because maybe, just maybe, the teacher is don't really care, or the teacher is not smart enough. So maybe if I move to bigger city, I will have better teacher, I will have better knowledge, I will have better
Very
quality of studying. And then
exactly what
I moved
Okay.
and
Go
then
Okay.
on.
I moved to another elementary school, and then it's pretty much the same. I mean, not everybody learns stuff. Like they
Okay.
only they only read books and then memorize it, and then when it comes into quiz or test, they have to answer it based on their memorization, based on their whatever they remember. So, and then I was like, oh, maybe this is just elementary school. If I continue to junior high school, maybe I could get better education. And
It's
pretty
almost
much
the
the
same.
same. And
Okay,
it's
right.
all pretty much
How?
the same until I first time went to Jakarta. So I thought, wow, maybe I'm the best here in this Riau, let's say like that. Maybe I'm the best, but if I move to big city like Jakarta, I will be nothing. People are out there is really, really sophisticated.
Wow. Yes.
But once I moved here, it's like,
It's all the same.
nah, not really. So just a little advice for you guys. If you feel like yourself is so small, don't think of it like, it's only on your mind. Maybe,
Right.
just maybe, they're no better than you.
Wait a second. I have this question in mind about school, because I am actually thinking about my daughter's school, and it's bothering me because we live here
Mm-hmm.
and we did plan to have to send her to school in Java because, we think that it's going to be way much better to be in Java. But then we decide not to send her to schools in Java because we want her to spend times with us as a whole
That's nice.
family.
Yep.
And yes, I was worried about schools. It's exactly like what you just told us. And yes, it's very good to learn from you that it's all just maybe. It's all in our mind. It's probably not like that. Now my question is that because you are you're very good at it and you did experience it. Do you have any tips for us here? I'm like for me, for me
Mm-hmm.
about it because it seems that it was your mother doing all like probably everything.
Yep, you are exactly right. You're really right. Because my parents always raised me and tried to groom my curiosity and accommodate it. And this is what I owe my parents so much. They let me broke stuff just so I could learn it. Let's say I have
Oh,
radio. I would
mm,
just break it down to get to know how it works. And they
oh
never
wow.
mad at me for breaking it.
Mm,
I broke a lot of stuff in my house and they never really mad at me.
right.
And there's the thing, because my mom didn't finish her high school, so um, she always tried to learn everything that she could, and she put that attitude into me, and she trained
Right.
me that way. So maybe that's why I'm raised such a curious person. I like to be curious about everything.
Right. So I can actually say that
So
like it's
for your situation, I think it's best for you to keep your children close to
career.
you, because the
Mm,
school is doesn't really matter. What matters is the parents.
Thank you so much because I've been so.
In
How do you
fact,
say?
I planned. Me and my wife trying to plan, try to do homeschooling for our child
Oh, right. I was
ourselves,
also thinking about it too, but it's too late. But
because that's the thing. When I was junior high
Mhm.
school, there's a lot of my friends that doesn't want to go to school because they're lazy, and then once the time they have to continue, once we have to continue to high school, they have to get the diploma, like
Mhm.
packet C or something.
Mhm.
So they didn't really go to school, but they took a quick class just to get the diploma and then to continue to higher school. So I think, wow, that's such a convenient way. I don't have to go to school every day, and I could just continue, and then I could learn it by myself. So that's the idea of homeschooling this day, I guess. So I think going to school is not really that important. What's important is what we
We
learn.
do at home. Yes, yes, right.
And YouTube is being so helpful these days for these kids,
Ex-
for kids on this generation. I think YouTube is being very helpful because it has a lot of
yes.
knowledge and information kids could learn from it.
Mhm.
So
Uh,
I don't think we really need school.
I want to ask, how about interaction with the other, like social social relation with other with the friends. I think it's
Important.
for yeah for kid need social interaction, not just learn, not just information and something like that. How about that? About that
Um,
from your opinion?
from my opinion,
Yeah.
I think we don't need school just to get social interaction. We can get the interaction from the neighborhood. We can get it somewhere like playing club, like kids club. Something, things that we do once a week to drop the kids to do anything that they like once in a while. So I think that will be enough.
Hey, no, you're not too
Okay.
fast.
Nice. Yeah.
Too bad.
Sure. Sure.
And my parents like to keep um, the kids around the block to play in my house. So
Mm,
I never have lack of social interaction.
all right.
Cool. Cool.
Sounds. Yes. Hmm? Later, but after Maya.
So,
Right.
Miss Marianti,
Yes.
how long did you train yourself to talk in British accent?
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think I trained myself. It's just, I don't know. It's probably because I watch movies,
Mm-hmm.
in, uh, probably I like, have you watched Pride and Prejudice? I think I love that movie, and I don't know, it just
What
seems
series?
that it's Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice.
It's from
No.
a novel. It's a classic one. Jane Austen.
I do
His
write. I do read about Pride and Prejudice, but it's from my wife's book. She's psychology, so maybe that's
right.
the different thing.
Oh yes, it's actually a novel, and they do it in several series. Uh, yes, I don't know. It's just like this. It's not so very, how do you call it, build. Actually, my accent is because it's still a mixture of British and American, I guess.
So it's like typing with 10 fingers. You just realize
Ah,
one day you could type it with all of your fingers.
mhm.
You never really remember when
How?
did you
Yes,
start.
right. That's it. Right. That's true. By the way, thank you for this sharing. It's so inspiring and enlightening because yes, as I've been so worried about this kind of school. Not to mention about the, how do you call it, not elementary school, prior to that, kindergarten stuff. Have to like, have to go to kindergarten to be able to go to elementary school, and it's frustrating because it's during pandemic time, and it's not any, I mean, like, you were not supposed to be that strict when the condition is not so very ideal. And yeah, we are planning to find elementary school course to do some kind of survey and interview. You really have to, I mean, do the children have to have the kindergarten certificate or something like that, just other scenario or something like that. So, yes. Anyways, so I'm really helpful sharing.
Yeah, there's the thing about the school. I stopped believing in school after a while, and when I grew up, I learned that school is just like another enterprise. It's just like another business organization. They like to make money out of it.
Yes, that's very true.
So let's see, on the kindergarten, the tuition fee is almost the same as college. Like, what?
Yeah. It's so funny. Sometimes I'm like, the other day I asked my sister-in-law about her children. How much money do you have to pay for your kindergarten, your children's kindergarten program? And it was like this amount of money and stuff like that. Oh, wait a second, that's a lot of money. And and I was thinking I would rather make a home library than sending my children to school like that because they matter money. Because when we have a home library, at least all children can read them together. We explore everything together and stuff like that. So yes, we haven't sent any kids to kindergarten or something.
Yeah,
like
I think because kindergarten is such a scam.
Wow.
Yeah, kindergarten is such a scam. They utilize the fear of the parents of not getting education, because there's two things in our life that we could negotiate: medic and education. I think everyone could agree on that. If you are sick, if you are ill, you would pay any amounts of money just to get better. You would never negotiate. Can I get cheaper price? Can I get this? No one would ever, or at least no one could negotiate. No one could bargain. That's the same thing. That's pretty much the same thing happened with education. They utilize, they make use the fears of the parents that don't know how to teach their children. Just send your children to us. We will teach them anything they needed. Just pay us certain amount of money and then we will take care of it. But the result is no one could ever guarantee.
Yes.
Wow.
So that's what I like. From business perspective, I'd like to build a school. I'd like to build education organization, because that's a lot of money in it. You could get donation, you could get help from government, and you could make your own money, and no one really cares. No one really bargain on that. But if you sell something, like, let's say you sell clothes, someone would bargain, like, hey, can I get discount or anything if I, but no one would say the same thing for education. Like, hey, your tuition fee is too high for me, I won't send my kid to your school. No one will ever say that. Everyone will try to make more money. Everyone will try to save more money just to send their kid to the school.
To the school they want. Yes.
Yep, that's the thing. That's why years ago I happened to know that. Do you remember about International Standard School?
Yes.
That's a scam.
How was it?
Because my school was pretty much international standard school, and it's pretty much the same from another school. What I learned that would make any difference is British school, because my wife is from Qatar and she went to British school rather than Indian curriculum school, and they have really good education. So if there's a school or any homeschooling that use British curriculum, I would
Yes.
trust it. I would trust it.
Are you actually referring to Cambridge curriculum? Because there are a lot of schools using that Cambridge curriculum right now.
I don't know about British school in Indonesia, but in Qatar, they do have different school with different curriculum, like Indian curriculum, British curriculum, and Qatari curriculum.
Oh, right. So you would pick the British curriculum.
Yep.
So this all about homework for parents, is it?
Yeah, I guess education is
Yes.
parents' burden to carry on.
Yeah.
It's parents' duty.
Yes.
You cannot just let you cannot
Send
just do it the
your
easy way. Like if you want your kid to be religious, you just send it to boarding school like pesantren, and then you could get religious child. No, that doesn't work that way. You have to nurture it. You have to really put yourself into it.
Yeah.
Right. It's what happens normally. Parents send their children to school, so they are free of anything. I'm like, it's going to be everything will be transferred to school.
That's
So they don't.
that's one of the reason why I keep failing subjects back in college, and I went to college for like 7 years. That's pretty much one of the reasons, because I keep fighting with the professor because they teach us the wrong things, and I keep fight for it. Even though I'm right, I will always get worse score.
Right. All right. Yes.
Because old people doesn't like to be corrected, especially academic people.
Yes. They're not most of the time. They're not so very open for discussion. They're so strict. A is
Once
A,
I
B.
happened to meet calculus calculus professor. He graduated from Netherlands, and his thesis, he wrote something about how to teach a kindergarten children to do double-digit calculation. So
Okay.
he broke down how the way to teach the children, how to put the concept in their mind. So I think that is really amazing, because instead of teaching the formula, he trained the kid how to fathom it, how to get the concept instead of memorizing the formula.
Wait a second. By the way, it's 10:06. Shall we move to the next one? Because yes, it's going to be yes.
Yep.
Would you like to pick the? I think it's going to be Mustafik, the last person, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Mustafik, would you like to answer 2 or 3 questions
Okay,
from the
try
list?
to
Okay.
the good news.
Okay.
I think Mr. Eko to
It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Yes, Mustafik.
the good news is Mas Eko collaborated with education into in introduction to penetration about remote work. I think it's good news because sometimes in the school not thing about it. Number 2 is favorite teachers. I remember about my teacher because he has attention about me.
All right.
So in junior high school, I don't use paper for written. So she is ask me about that.
No, no, no. Okay.
So and then she 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 go to my home about discussion with my parents for uh, how to me to comfortable in the school.
Right.
Number three is film. I was I would film your spin because
Excuse me?
your spin
You.
your spin about uh, uh, comedy film
Okay.
because he is use Java language to tell it. Oh, exactly.
Okay, right. Any questions for Mustafi, everyone?
What do you like the most about Yo It's Been movie?
Pardon, madam.
What do you like the most about Yo It's Been movie?
Because because your best community use Java language to to send uh, dialogue.
Oh, you like the dialect in your native language?
Yeah,
Is it Japanese or Javanese?
Javan.
Japanese.
Japanese. Okay, right.
hmm It's Yo It's Been. I think the correct translation is Let It Be.
Oh, right. Oh, right. That was not right.
Yo It's Been. Let it
Yeah,
be.
whisper. Okay.
That's the
All
funny
right.
emoji.
All right. Yeah, whisper. I thought it was you something. What Japanese language is particularly used because we have this kind of Central Java and is it Ngapak one and stuff like that because I think they have some kind of community.
Maybe Central Java and East Java.
Oh,
Actually,
Central
Malang.
Java.
Malang.
Okay, right. Alright. I think some time ago they started to make something like Ngapak one, and I don't I'm not very sure, but I think it's going to be interesting. Let's see if I'm not quite sure if they really know it or not. So, what is your favorite subject at school, Mustafi?
I I I know.
You don't have
Uh,
any.
uh,
Okay, right.
I don't like school.
I think most people.
Is it because school is hard for you? Did you get bullied so much?
Uh, hmm, maybe yes.
All right.
Maybe because you're just having a hard time with school.
Yeah. Uh, in the school is uh, terlalu memakan waktu.
Yeah, that's pretty
Alright.
much.
Sure.
We have pretty much the same reason.
Right. I used to join this webinar about he was an entrepreneur. I guess I forgot his name. So, and there was this somebody asking. It was a man. I want to continue my study. I want to get my postgraduate think about my children's education, and we will need, some amount of money, which is going to be a lot. And what do you think I should do? Should I sacrifice my postgraduate program, my postgraduate degree for my children, or should I go for my postgraduate program and at the same time, at the same time we have to work harder for my children and stuff like that. And he more or less said like, your children need you more than your postgraduate program, and you are an adult, you can actually learn everything on your own. What you need to do is get the books they read at the postgraduate program. You can learn that on your own and find a community to learn, discuss that together. While your children, they will need everything to help them grow. So if you will have to pick one, I suggest you to go for your children instead of for your postgraduate program or something like that. And yes, I was like,
Is it just for mother or for father too?
I think it's for everybody. I think the everything is about your own activity in learning, right? Nobody can force you to do that. It's all us.
So how's
Okay.
their father?
I don't
Does he
care.
have to work somewhere, not working from home? I mean, you are having hard time juggling between postgraduate and raising your children. So how's your husband?
It was only a seminar, so it was not so discussed about the husbands. Right. By the way, it's 10:15. Will it be fine to end the meeting now?
Okay, it's okay to me.
Okay.
Yes. Right. So thank you for coming, everyone. Let's meet and discuss some other things next week again.
Okay, see you everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
You
Bye.
everyone.
See you. Thank you for coming. Bye.
Thank you, Miss Mariati.